those who have no connection to music have a connection to the visceral response of making a sound with what is essentially a large amplifier in front of you. You feel it vibrating. You feel the sound emanating from what feels like from you. It mimics your body. And I imagine that even without having the vocabulary to call it that, that's what I felt when I first began to play. Really, the beginning of my relationship with music, and not just the cello, occurred after my first cello teacher, whom I loved, gave me several tapes of cello concertos. This was music that was very immediate, very dramatic, very satisfying to listen to, and elicited a visceral response in me. I wanted to listen to it all the time. I'd listen to it in the car, I listened to it at home. And I just burned to play it. The sense of excitement, the physical and emotional impact this music had on me hasn't changed in the 25 years since I've played. I moved to Boston to start my doctoral degree at New England Conservatory of Music. And then I learned that the Handel and Haydn Society was having auditions for cello. I took a chance and was extremely fortunate. And the first thought I had is, I have to find an instrument now, which I did. My instrument is a David Tekler cello. It was made in 1704 in Rome. Tekler doesn't sound very Italian, because he wasn't. He was from Bavaria. He came to Rome in his 20s and established himself very quickly. Became very popular. In fact, became the head of the Roman violin-making school and taught the next generation of great makers. And he's especially renowned for his cellos. I'm extremely, extremely fortunate to have it. It belonged to my teacher before me. When my teacher passed, his widow made it available to me. When you look at a 300-plus-year-old piece of wood, you probably would expect to see evidence of its age and where it's been. And when you look at mine, you see that evidence. You see cracks, you see worn damage. Worms had gotten into it at some point, it was repaired. It reminds you that this is a living organism. It's wood. It's made from materials that were alive at one point. Music is a living art. And the scars that it bears don't detract from that. The one ingredient that you look for in an instrument, not its provenance, who played it, not the maker, not how it feels even, because those things can be adjusted. It's the sound. A great instrument reveals its character in its sound. There's a character to this instrument, and that character has been developed over 312 years. You just can't substitute the development of character over that period of time with anything. And so I can find another cello that I will be happy with. I can find wonderful instruments, modern or old. But this instrument, its character and its sound, speak to me, and I feel like I hear my voice when I perform.